Bam! What is up, guys? KosherTech here. Today, we got an open box hustle. Now, I was planning to build a secondary rig for myself for testing. Initially, I had the 570X, the Corsair 570X case. I want to use that as a test bench, but it's just not going to work out because it's a tempered glass case and it's going to be a pain. And most likely, I'll scratch it and basically fuck everything up. So, I decided to build a new rig. Now, the reason why I'm calling this open box hustle is most of the stuff I'm going to try to get on clearance or open box, however you want to call it. Now, some of these parts I already had. So for instance, I did already have a graphics card. I had the 580 Strix card and I had the Corsair H115i water cooler. So I had those two things, and then mostly I bought everything else. So straight off the bat, let's go with the first thing that I got. Now the first thing I got was the motherboard. Of course, I got the ASRock X370 Tai Chi motherboard. Now I got this on clearance for $112. $112. Now the motherboard wasn't all that pretty. Little things were missing, but yet again, it's a functional motherboard. $112, I'll definitely buy it. I believe it retails for $200. Beautiful savings. Next, I got the Samsung SSD, Samsung 250 EVO. Now I got that for $80. You'll see all the prices listed as well. Next, of course, I got the Ryzen chipset, the R5 1600X. Now that was a sweet price for $200. I was debating whether I should go with the Intel side of things or the AMD. I don't know how AMD's doing. I'm just really want to support them right now, and I felt that the Ryzen 5 was honestly for the best for its buck. Next, we got the Corsair Obsidian 450D, the case itself. It's a great case. It's a mid-size case. I didn't want nothing too massive because like I said, it's going to be basically for me switching parts around. It's going to be a test system. Next, we have the mouse. Now the mouse is just a Corsair M65 mouse, and I got that. I'm looking at the price at $45. Next, we have the Corsair Mousepad, which I'm a big fan, and if you subscribe to my channel, you can see I have a lot of Corsair gear. Now the Mousepad was price matched at $27.49. And then of course, we got the RAM. I got the Kingston 8GB 2400 megahertz RAM for $100. Decent. I don't want honestly that much. 8 gigs I think just for gaming should be fine, but later on I'll probably upgrade it once I'm gonna test things out. And then lastly, we got a manufacturer refurbished power supply. This the Corsair 750X fully modular 80 plus gold rated power supply, which was a steal for $85. I got it, and I believe it retails for $120. So yeah, that was great. And then lastly, I got the also another refurbished, again another open box hustle. I got the Corsair K70 full RGB keyboard for $90, which was again a steal. I believe it retails for $150. Now, all in all, honestly, it's mind-blowing essentially of what you could get for the open box prices. Now I was trying to basically get the chipset as well. I was trying to get the CPU open box, but there was no Ryzen CPUs open box. And especially with Ryzen CPUs, especially with AMD CPUs, since the pins are on the CPUs, it's always a little iffy to get them open box because they might be bent. So I am going to take that chance, though. I am going to buy one just to see if it does work, just out of curiosity. But let's get to the building of the rig, guys. Let's go. Now the setup turned out to be lit. As you guys could see, that I did set up the entire setup with some hue layouts. Now I did put some hue blooms as well as the light strips. Now just to give you that nice glow. I mean, listen guys, appearance now is everything, so that's why I set it up that way. And I also put some Corsair lighting strips inside the case too, just to give it more pop. Without the lighting strips, it was really dark, so I actually didn't like the settings set up that way. Now with the games, I have Rainbow Six in there, GTA 5, Wolfenstein, and a bunch of more of the things that I tested. The frame rates were all sweet. You know, with the 1920 by 1080 res, with the 580X card, I mean, the games are all gonna run silky smooth. You're not gonna have any issues. I did also manage to overclock the CPU to 3.8 gigs. Unfortunately, the graphics card wouldn't budge. I just left it as stock. Now the RAM, I did manage to give it a slight overclock, but yet again, it wasn't a big overclock. You know, you just get what you get, I guess, with the parts most of the time. But at the end of the day, guys, what I want to do in this vid is just to show you guys that the hustle is there, man. You don't always have to buy brand new stuff. Just keep in mind, know what you're buying from the manufacturer, know the retail warranty as well. So if you are going to Microsoft, if you are going to Best Buy, know the return policy, know what you're getting, because no matter what you buy, there's always a manufacturer warranty. So don't always think that you have to buy something brand new. That is complete BS. Buy the used part, save, you know, $200, $300, $400, $500, and you could use that money to better another piece of the component of a different PC or wherever. But that's that, guys. Enough of me rambling and ranting. As always, guys, you know, hit that sub, hit that like. I'm KosherTech. I'll see you next time. Deuces.